And today we got invited to an event for Kobe Bryant, and we walked into this room, and well, we kind of panicked a little bit. It was like, is Kobe gone? Is Kobe dead? Did they not tell us about Kobe? Is there something on the news that we need to watch? Well, technically, you guys don't even need to worry about that. Kobe.
This is Mr. Clutch in the corner. Who did it this time? Coming at you with another episode, another installment from the classic series. Take the kid gloves off, please. And this is a sports edition. We're going to highlight a story from 4 years ago from, I believe the channel is called The Post Game. Keep in mind, 4 years ago, about Kobe Bryant's death. How ironic, huh? What a coinky dink, huh? 4 years ago, Kobe Bryant, they were honoring his death, not his basketball career, but his basketball career. This is what they say. And that wasn't a play on words. They tried to say that he didn't physically die. He's still with us. But we're all acknowledging and honoring his basketball career, his basketball life, a whole nother life. You know, he passed away in basketball terms. Athletically, he is no longer with us. And there was all kinds of candles and visuals and little action figures, some posters. I'm sure they had the sage and everything else, man. And, you know, on this series, y'all know how I like to just come straight ahead, man. You know, bare knuckles, man. I'm not playing. They was trying to tell us something without telling us, man. Predictive programming, you know, maybe it was a precursor to some of us people who follow Kobe, you know, with a close eye. Some of us loved him on the basketball court, and we do believe that he transcended 99.5% of the basketball world, if not everyone who's ever played the game professionally. He was into the books, even though I'm not into that type of, you know, lifestyle with the Wicca and whatnot. But he was about to crush the world, man, when it came to, you know, his storytelling. He was going to leave Nike. It's not alleged. You know, a 17-year relationship, you know, business-wise with the Nike franchise. No, he was going to come out with his own shoe line called Mamba. Huh. You know, I mean, and when you sit back and wrap your brain around stories like this, or 4 years ago, and I am aware that today is Kobe Bryant's birthday, or if it's not today, it's tomorrow. Please, if I messed up, charge it to my head and not my heart. And brothers and sisters, feel free to correct me. I need that. But back to the story at hand. Kobe Bryant was about to leave Nike, man. It's not out there now for just people to play with it. And the reason why I want to highlight him leaving Nike is because he did, no disrespect to Mr. Ball and his 3 sons, but once again, Kobe transcends all of that, man. He was about to start his own shoe line, Mamba. And with the way he has all these acolytes and whatnot, people following him right now in depth, and obviously we're aware of his Mamba Academy, man, he was fitting to crush the shoe game. Yes, I would have purchased, as long as it would have been under under the $200, at least $200, $250 pricing. I'd have copped a pair, maybe even 2. I'm a huge avid, what would you call it? A consumer when it comes to purchasing the phone posits and everything Penny Hardaway ever put out. I liked all his shoes, the Questions, and obviously the J's. These were people from my childhood, and Kobe Bryant is there. I thought the Hirachis low-key was fire, but that's just my personal opinion. But now, if he would have came out with his own shoe line, man, the Mambas, does Devin Booker continue to promote whatever shoe line he's on? Would Kyrie not only lead Rock Nation and Nike, would he be on Mamba? Would Kawhi Leonard not be with New Balance? Would he be with Mamba? I mean, these are all the things that Kobe Bryant was fitting to do. You know what I mean? And the reason why I want to take the kid gloves off and just come straight ahead with it, because sometimes I think we flirt with the idea of Kobe Bryant being in the known, being one of those elites. And obviously, I think that. But you know what else I think? And this is just my opinion, though. He was too big for his britches when it comes to them people, man. See, he wasn't a nigga that just dunked the basketball. After a while, it was like, hey man, who's this guy think he is talking about pharmaceutical sales and empowering the pharmaceutical world? Leaving Nike, which is really a Saturn organization if you flip the Nike sign upside down. But that's another, conversation for another time. Man, movie writing, script writing, obviously the book writing. And once again, I don't want to buy none of that stuff for none of the people in my family, man. The Wisnard series. But look, if you got folks hyping up Harry Potter and all these other magic books, then how you gonna come at him? And I can't do that. So I understand what Kobe Bryant was trying to do. But now we're gonna highlight something from 4 years ago. Why would y'all even play like that? And if Kobe was down with it, shame on him. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I.e. coming to dinner with Tim Grover for his alter personality. See, that is another world, man. And though I love his basketball career, not as much as some of you guys, I argue that obviously he's a top 10 player, one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my entire life. But off the court, I was enamored, just like Michael Jackson, with his mind. But some of that stuff, it goes out of the frame for me when it comes to how I was raised, what I was taught, and dare I say the spiritual world. I do wonder sometimes about Kobe Bryant. There's a sister, and I'm gonna try to put that link as well as the post game link. There's a sister who made a prophetic vision about Kobe Bryant before the crash even happened, man. And this sister said, like, I don't know if he's, one with the Lord or one with Christ. I forget what way she worded it. Don't quote me on it, but I'm going to put the link in the details, man. In the description, pardon me. And then, not miraculously, shortly after this brother dies, man. And these are the things that how I know that Kobe Bryant was a gift to us, most definitely from the Most High. Not just basketball terms. The brother didn't go to college but spoke 5 languages. He had the audacity to tell Nike, man, I'll come out with my own shoe line. You guys call me sexist and call me misogynistic. I'll work with female athletes, and not only will I work with them, I will empower them and be the best at it. Those are the little gems that Kobe Bryant gave us. Now, someone could take this video and say, man, you reaching, man, you dissing. No, I hate the people that run the media. If you guys don't know by now. Disclaimer, I'm anti-media. Am I going to use its platforms? Most definitely. One day will I have an Instagram and whatnot to promote the content? For sure. But I do believe some of you brothers post my stuff. Like I do you. That's where the love is. We don't need them no more. I don't need a goddamn hero. And I daggone sure don't need Stephen A. Smith or Jamel Hill or any of them white dudes on CNN, Anderson Cooper or Don Lemon. None of them type of cats doing my speaking for me. Do I listen to them here and there? Yeah, but I'd rather listen to Welcome to HDTV based off of his content. And I do trust the information that's provided, bro. And sisters, you know what I'm saying? I love the information about the wildlife that he just posted in regards to the vultures. You dig? You know what I mean? My boy Jose, he's over there on the West, but I appreciate all of the breakdown from the MLB and whatnot. And more importantly, what's going on in the Seahawks camp. I'm a Cowboy guy and I'm not even watching Hard Knocks because I'm over it. I'll watch the games in silence here and there, but I'd rather chuck it up, argue with some of y'all. I know my boy C-Pen for the win as a Chiefs guy. You know what I mean? My boy Uncle Frank out there on the West, you know what I mean? He bangs with the Raiders, to my knowledge. Chris Cervantes is LA all day. My boy, C-Dub, he's from Philly, but he lives in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand, people following their fan bases and whatnot. But as far as like caring, man, I care more about y'all than I do any of these people. And that means on the court, on the field, and even these fools in the booths, man. So with that being said, I just thought I'd take the kid gloves off and come out and say, yeah, they killed that man. You know what I'm saying? And they was playing with our hearts, our minds, and more important, they was insulting our intelligence. You know what I mean? With this whole mock funeral or mock, no disrespect, idol worship, because that's what it's become now. Same thing with Michael Jackson and Prince and, all of our great ones who've left us. Then they want to call them fallen angels like they've done Aaliyah and whatnot. I'm like, whoa. Let me stop you right there. From my study and my knowledge, ain't nobody fallen unless you're talking about the fallen angels that's already here, which would make them demons. Another video for another time. Disclaimer. But I want to highlight two YouTubers before I get up off here too. Black Balloons, man, broke down the Kendrick Johnson situation where the brother passed away allegedly in a mat. Oh man, he breaks it down how he thinks that there was some foul play and the organs were taken. And obviously my boy Lobo TV, he's cut from that same cloth, man. I advise, I advise and I would appreciate, some of you all who have questions in regard to the MK Ultra and the dark side of the media and Hollywood and all that. Check these two brothers out, Lobo TV and Black Balloons. They kicking ass, man. Pardon my language when it comes to that content. It keeps me on my toes because I do appreciate, once again, the sports talk, wildlife, what's really going down in our world. But then I like to get even deeper. Y'all know that, man. And I like to, have some artillery in the verbal world when it comes to promoting content myself. And I do trust both of those young men's information. So keep doing what you do. All praises to the Most High. Thank you again for tuning in to Take the Kid Gloves Off. I'm your man Who Did It, and I'm out, man. Be blessed.